Yo, 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 what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, man. We live here, yo, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, you name it, man. Appreciate everyone tuning in. It's a new episode of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. Yes, man, we're gonna be diving into everything wrestling, man. It's we in the middle of WrestleMania season. Tomorrow night, got AEW Revolution. We're gonna be doing some predictions here on this week's episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, man. Once again, appreciate everyone tuning in. If you're new to the show and you haven't done so already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Definitely hit that subscribe button, like it, leave a comment, and share it. And don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. All right, man, that's out the way. I said I'm gonna be talking, man, some wrestling also, some pro wrestling and some predictions from AEW. But I'm not alone, you guys, for real. I'm not alone, man. We've been trying to link up for some time, man. It's been, whether he got a busy schedule or I do, or we just couldn't link up, man. We tried to a couple of weeks ago, but today is the day, man. And I'm gonna bring on my guy Devin, man. Yo, he's the tribal chief, man, the host of the Bloodline Network, man. What's going on with you, man? How's everything?
Yo, what's going on, man? I'm good. I'm good, man. I appreciate the invite. Appreciate the welcome intro. Appreciate the hospitality, bro. You got a banging ass intro, by the way, man. I was in the background. I'm like, oh snap, okay. Bob my head. I'm like, all right, you got a nice intro, man. So appreciate the energy like that, bro.
Hey man, I appreciate you once again, man. This was awesome, man. Like I said, been some, little hiccups, trying to link up and chat wrestling though. But since we now doing it, man, you go by the tribe. I know you're a big fan of Roman Reigns. I've seen all the video clips on social media though. But before we, chat, what's going on now in wrestling? How did you get into wrestling? Or what was the moment that got you, hooked? How long you been a wrestling fan?
Oh man, I've been a wrestling fan since I was a teenager. So I knew about it when I was younger, but I wasn't
Okay.
really attracted to it, man. I was all about the Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, all of that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I wasn't into like Hulk Hogan or Macho Man Randy Savage, not that. But it's not when I got a little bit older and I saw Stone Cold. I was like, who is this dude? And then the Stone Cold and Bret Hart rivalry. That's when I fell in love with professional wrestling. WrestleMania
Okay.
13 when it was called at the Rosemont Theater. They had that submission match, and and you had the heel face switch, and it was just that's the moment I love. I fell in love with professional wrestling right there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I came in a little bit after that. I know that we was talking about Stone Cold too a couple of weeks ago on commission with my guy Buzzing with Marlo. Shout him out. He was on your he had you on his episode yesterday. So that was great. My guy said, "What's up, bro? Always good to see the former Universal Champion, self-proclaimed tribal chief, man. Hey, it's good to have you on, and it's good to see my guy
Hate, hate,
Warren Marlowe
hate.
in the chat, man. Man, but yo, with everything going on, like I said, I came into wrestling a little bit after that. The Rock was my guy, obviously, with him going, with everything going on right now. With I think it was the Attitude Era 1999. So
Mhm.
Stone Cold is your guy. That was your guy all the way.
My man's.
Okay,
The
okay.
man's until the tribal chief, of course, entered my life, head to the table. And yes, that's my man's right now. That's my guy.
Okay, okay. So obviously, the tribal chief, he been what champion for about going on about 4 years though.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the big dog when he was pre tribal chief and
I'm gonna be
trying to
real,
get
bro. This
get
is the
there?
reason why I'm so gun ho with the tribe because I didn't acknowledge you as the big dog. That's on me. That's I should have respect. I didn't. I thought it was trash. All right, because you just the way they just forces down our throats. The way Vince McMahon scripted your promos. That suffering succotash. I'm like, nah, bro, you trash. And I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it for what it was. And then you let everybody know when you came out as the head of the table with this shirt, and you let the whole world know, acknowledge me. I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I should have did that. That's my fault. That's my bad.
Yeah. I feel like after what was it, WrestleMania 33, that one he beat the Undertaker in the main event. I feel like, man, that was a perfect time for him to turn heel right there because the crowd just booed his ass out the building, man. They were just trying to get my guy over for a long time. And it was like during the pandemic, it was like, oh, Roman takes some time off, obviously with the health conditions, with the leukemia and shit. And then he came back, man, the tribal chief, and it just been different. It ain't been the same since then. So yeah, my
That
man been champion.
WrestleMania moment, by the way, like we got like a little sneak peek because they booed him, but he kind of embraced that and he
Mm.
just said it with his chest, like this is my yard now. Drop the mic. I'm out of here. I was like, ooh, I
Okay.
kind of like that. I kind of like that. I'm like, okay.
Mm. Okay, okay. Look at man. I dig it. I definitely dig it, especially when he did the whole 360 new character, whole bloodline storyline. It just makes sense with the all the Usos and everything. And fast forward to what's going on right now. We dead mid in the middle of WrestleMania season. Last night on SmackDown, The Rock came back. Obviously, man, he been showing up lately. He's obviously the head board or on the board of TKO and stuff like that. And Rock and Roman was initially going to be at WrestleMania until this whole Cody takeover. So I gotta ask you, since you're the tribal chief, the self-proclaimed tribal chief, what's your thoughts on the Cody Rhodes? And were you for the Rock and Roman match at WrestleMania, or you want Cody to finish the story?
Man, I was like the Rock at the end of that 22-minute of pure receipt promo. Fuck your story. As soon as the Rock came, I was like, yeah, man, forget Cody Stone. I ain't with this. I ain't trying to do a repeat. Let's do the greatness. I want
Yeah.
the Rock. I want the tribal chief. That's what I want for WrestleMania, bro. Give us the money, man. That's the draw. That's what the people want. All right. And I was I guess, of the few of going with the Rock and the tribal chief. I didn't want Cody
uh,
and the crybabies again, part two, because
yeah.
it's gonna get your heart broken again. That's all that's gonna happen. You're just gonna go through the pain again. I'm just gonna be, hey, all right, here we go with the chaos. It's gonna be chaos.
Okay. So you already predicting Roman Reigns is keeping the title then?
It's come on, bro. It's oh, let's be real. The 3.5 years, at least, I'm gonna say this, at least he's going to keep it until SummerSlam. We're going to get 4 complete years from SummerSlam 2020 until at least SummerSlam 2024. All right, and then after that, that's just bonus time for me. I'm just in bliss. All right, for my tribal chief, because this is just bonus time. And then if you want to keep it for another 2, 3 more WrestleManias, all good. Break Bruno record. We good then. All right, cool. Breaking records now.
Yeah. So I mean, back then Bruno obviously, at that time wrestlers only wrestled, maybe 2, 3, 4 times, sort of like how the boxing schedule, and that's sort of how Roman Reigns is right now, though.
Yeah.
And the path he's going at right now is to being the greatest modern day champion in WWE. Now, like I said, Rock pulled up on SmackDown after Cody Rhodes challenged Rock at Elimination Chamber. I don't think Cody Rhodes want that smoke though. After what The Rock came out with on his Instagram page or social media yesterday, and that 20-minute long cinema piece. I don't even know the actual words though, but it was a masterpiece. Put it like that. I think The Rock is definitely in his groove right now. But once he said, hashtag fuck your story
Yes.
to Cody Rhodes, man, I think that's another ball game though. How you feel with this new Rock? You feel like Rock coming in and
Oh,
just how you feel about
first of all, I'm loving this new heel Rock. I'm loving his attitude, and he letting people know, like, hey, I got power. I love in that 22-minute promo, he showed what type of power he got. Like, yo, I'm networked with Emmanuel. Like, dude, he's the CEO of TKO. I'm best friends with the CEO of Netflix. Like, do you really want this?
it?
like, I'm that dude. I'm like, I sit at the board. Like, Seth, if you want to fuck with me, man, I'll take your championship and I give it to another guy. I was like,
Mm.
oh, could he do that? Could he,
That's what I was. Yeah.
can he do that for the tribal chief? You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, he's saying, hey, I got the stroke, and I want to see this too. I want to see how
Mm.
this plays out in WrestleMania. But that 22-minute fire heel promo was just a thing of beauty. a thing of like, hey, Cody, I got the receipts. I was like,
Mm.
yo.
I
So
think for me, no, go ahead. I
I'm,
mean,
I'm so just to wrap it all up,
yeah.
I'm down for this whole new attitude of The Rock, bringing some of the old school too, because it's coming out in them, them Gucci shirts,
Hell yeah.
so I'm feeling that too.
Hell yeah. I think it's so interesting too. Obviously, we knew when The Rock came back, we sort of knew he was going to do a thing with Roman Reigns. And then it was like, hold up, wait a minute. Cody got to finish his story. So The Rock and Cody Rhodes are butting heads. But I like the adding factor to it with Seth Rollins. Like, even though he really doesn't have much really to do with it, although Seth Rollins just like, to Cody Rhodes. Look at, man, you ain't got to fight this alone, and I'm the guy to be by your side. Do you feel like Seth Rollins is going to turn on Cody, or how's this going to play or
Yo,
benefit for
yo,
Cody? I mean, Seth helping Cody.
he he is really gassing this man up to lose him 3 times in a row. He is really gassing
Yes.
this man up to lose 3 times in a row. To now, like, you got to think about like would he like turn on him if he took an L, if he took a pin in that tag team, would it change his whole mindset of like, man, I lost. All right, I had Cody. Cody didn't do nothing to get my back. Fuck this. All right. For night 2 WrestleMania, he might turn on him, and hey, I'm with that. Tribal Chief again retains. But whatever how the Tribal Chief is going to finish, he's going to finish by being on top. That's all I know. But it could be with the help of Seth Rollins, and that'll be a thing of beauty for storytelling.
Hmm. I'm definitely interested because when I think it was the Super Bowl when they announced the whole commercial for WrestleMania, and it was like, damn, that shit dope. They had The Rock, Roman Reigns, Cody, Seth in, and I was like, okay, so is this gonna be a triple threat? Most people thought it was gonna be at Elimination Chamber,
Yeah.
not Elimination Chamber, uh, but they, Rock had a sort of another challenge to say for Cody Rhodes in a tag team match at WrestleMania Night 1. And, it don't look like Roman Reigns was too thrilled. Your tribal chief, to say, was so thrilled that The Rock made this matchup to put Roman Reigns in and have him fight both nights at WrestleMania. I thought it was also interesting. I don't think anyone ever cut The Rock off in a way in the ring. But when he was doing it, if you smell, like my mother-in-law was like, she was watching it. She don't really know what the hell be going on though.
Yeah, yeah.
But when that happened, I said, "Oh shit! Oh, like okay, man, this got real." But yeah, he made he stopped him. He made him acknowledge him, and I think he made him acknowledge him. Also, was like, hold on, wait a minute, you got to acknowledge me that I'm your tribal chief because you going around big bossing and you back and you making moves and whatnot. So, what was your thoughts on that too?
Oh man, so that's a good point. The what I love the facial expressions of the tribal chief of how the Rock was just he was going through his banner and you see he looked slightly annoyed. I'm like, what's going on? It could be something more today. Like, yeah, because the tribal chief is going to be wrestling 2 nights in a row. 2 nights in a row for the tribal chief. Yes. First of all, I'm just gonna put it out there. I was not for a tag team of The Rock and Roman Reigns to go against Cody and Seth. I was not for that. I didn't want that. All right. I didn't. I thought in some way it could spoil the match for night 2. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So like, hey, because we're getting this already. We're getting a little sneak preview of Roman Reigns and Cody touching gloves already. I was like, no, save that for WrestleMania night 2. So I'm of the other side of the fence of like, no, I'm not down for the Rock and the Rock and Tribal Chief going against Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. But so I'm not feeling that, but it is what it is. I just got to accept
Yeah.
it. This is the journey we on. This is the road trip we on. We're going
Yeah.
through this. All right. So hey, as long as they walk out with a dub with 2 for both nights. All right. Then I'm
Yeah.
that.
And I think the stipulation kind of like makes it a little bit huge in a way, but we figured that this was a you know, plan B in a way, plan B, plan C, who knows? But when CM Punk had got injured at the Royal Rumble, and night one, I'm pretty sure it was going to be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. I figured they didn't think that maybe Drew and Seth Rollins could main event night one, or whatever the case may be, because I don't see this tag team match going on in the middle of the show or anything other than that. But who's to say it won't? But yeah, I don't know, because me and the guys was definitely talking about this, having especially Roman Reigns wrestle at both nights. We knew The Rock was going to wrestle, but didn't know who he was going to wrestle though. But it's a tag team match. Um, but yeah, the stipulation is that I think what if the Bloodline wins,
It's a bloodline rules match,
yeah,
basically.
Bloodline rules. Yes, the
Yeah.
Bloodline rules, and if Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins wins, then the Bloodline is banned from ringside, though. So I think that throws a lot of chatter into the mix, though, because it's like, well, okay, Cody Rhodes could possibly win, at WrestleMania on night two if Seth and Cody wins, though. But I don't see neither of them beating Roman Reigns or The Rock.
Nah, come on, bro. The Rock and the Tribal Chief taking the L on night one, and most likely, oh, wifey in the building. Hold on, let me put the ones up for the wifey. What's going on? That's my number one fan, my heart, my moon, my
Okay.
thoughts, my everything, right there.
Hey, that's what's up.
Wifey.
That's what's up. Gotta support. Gotta
That's
support.
right. That's right. Appreciate that, wifey.
Mm,
But yeah, this is like a two-man power trip team. They ain't taking no L's right here. And I think they
mm,
got to show their dominance of winning both nights because they are the bloodline. They got to have that dominant, man, they won night one and night two of both manias. So they got to make up from last WrestleMania. All right, when they split up when the what was the Usos when they was part of the bloodline. They lost
mm.
night one of the tag team. They gotta
Yeah.
get that dub back and follow with another dub. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. And one last thing, sort of on this though, because we could really talk about it forever.
Oh yeah.
The throwing up the ones. You see at the at sort of the end of every bloodline segment though. The Rock is throwing up something different though. What you think is that? A loser, just to throw,
So
people off.
the first time I didn't mind it. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. Maybe he just messed up, it's just him doing him. Second time, my alarms are up because the wise man is looking over there too.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh, you didn't see that
I
picture?
didn't catch
No,
that.
there was a picture of the wise. Everybody got their ones up, and the wise man is looking right at the Rock, like, "What's going on with your one up though? Why your one
Oh,
looking different?"
what?
So I'm like, okay, so his alarms are up. Maybe he whispers something in the tribal chief ear. So, like, hey, man, just in case, here's a little insurance.
Hmm.
Just in case Rock is feeling himself. All right. Because
Yeah.
you know what happened with The Rock and the nation when he took over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is he trying to
Mm-hmm.
do this again? Because he's talking about, hey, I'm the board, I'm the ruler. I got the power. I'm like, okay. But the tribal chief told you, acknowledge him. Remember that.
Exactly. And I think he is, sort of, I think that's the story. Where is it going? Where The Rock is definitely feeling himself. He's The Rock, he's the most popular wrestler, superstar, actor, So, and he didn't come in acknowledging Roman Reigns, and I think that's where Roman Reigns cut him off and was like, "Hold up, before we go any further, you got to acknowledge me, though." And I feel like Rock is gonna somewhere in between with this matchup. I think Rock is going to maybe cause Roman Reigns um the tag team matchup at WrestleMania night one. Now, I don't know, but that's just my predictions on it though, right there though. But
Ooh.
we'll see how it goes.
Interesting, interesting. This is the beauty about the bloodline story because it can go a lot of ways. That's why whatever prediction you got, hey, there's a percentage that it can go it can go that way. All right, because there's just so many swerves they add to it, so many dynamics to the story. All right, now you got Rock, who just he want to show how much power he got. He keep on mentioning about he's the board. He had to. I'm really paying attention to how he broke it down. Like, hey, I got friends on the seat. I'm friends with the CEO TKO. I'm friends with the guys at Netflix. All right, when we made the deal, they was like, "What about The Rock? What about the?" They asked about Seth. What? They asked about The Rock. I'm like, okay. So I just want to see how this all plays out too, man. Because this is just a fun story that just continue to evolve.
Yeah, and I think it definitely heated right back up when The Rock got into it because I think from SummerSlam until the Royal Rumble, it sort of was like in between. It was like Jimmy was doing his thing for a minute, and Jay was actually and still is, doing his thing, taking over and
Right?
over on Monday Night Raw and stuff. So they possibly gonna have their one-on-one matchup at WrestleMania. Before I ask you one question, Warren says he think Paul is turning on Roman to side with The Rock. Mm,
Nah, that
I don't know about that one.
nah, man. Paul Heyman is in love with his tribe. You see the
In
love.
love,
That is love.
the
You see it,
dedication.
dedication. Like when The Rock was talking about the tribal chief, like Roman's I mean, Paul was already looking at Roman. Already, he was just in prayer stance, just looking at him already. Like he stay ready. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't see that at all. Like we already been there down that road with Brock. I don't think we're gonna replay that again with Rock.
Hmm. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Look at we got some cool stuff heading into WrestleMania though. Speaking of WrestleMania, like I said, Drew is gonna take on Seth. You think about what's going on with Drew McIntyre and the whole thing he got going on. He won Elimination Chamber. What's your thoughts on the Chamber too?
Yo, I'm digging the new attitude. I'll call him Drew Top Hater of the Year McIntyre, bro. Man, he just hating just to be hating. All
Yeah.
right. He don't care about CM Punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm glad you got hurt from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad that happened. I'm like, damn. He got a shirt with the
With the graveyard,
tombstone.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, he making memes out of CM Punk. He just keep on continuing to clown at him, and he's setting up the story too. When that down the road that can play out when they probably go for the title for the world heavyweight title. Because yeah, I
Okay.
see Drew. He's definitely snatching that off of Seth. He's gonna get him. All right,
Okay.
he is on this momentum run that you cannot snuff it. You can't end it with no L. He got it. You got to reward him with the belt. All right, because he put in the work
Mm,
after
yeah.
going whatever slump he did after the pandemic. Now to get rebuilt back up, I believe like the second time getting rebuilt back up again. He definitely got to get that belt, man, because he definitely put in work. And I want to see this heel run. I want to see a Drew Hill run with the belt, just hating.
Yeah, I do too. I really do too. I think this is kind of his moment. Well, in 2020 we thought that was his moment, but then COVID happened, and what a way to win your first WWE Championship in front of no people, no fans. That got a sting right there. And then he kept that vendetta, that anger after not winning against Roman Reigns in Ireland, no, in Wales at Clash of the Castle.
Oh,
So I think he's gonna take it at WrestleMania here. And obviously, it was supposed to be Punk, but I feel like if Punk won at WrestleMania or whatnot, I feel like he would have still got it against Drew or whatever. They would have still
right.
went one on one.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. We're the Money in the Bank. Damian Priest. Do you feel like he's going to cash in once Drew McIntyre wins? Because my guy Brian B, he's preaching for
I've seen that.
Priest to cash in on Roman Reigns, which
Yeah.
would be different, but I think the story is is definitely on Raw. But do you feel like
See,
it's going to cash in or be unsuccessful?
I don't knock it because Papa H has that shock value style that he comes with them swerves that okay, yeah, instead of having Priest cashing in on the obvious Seth Rollins or Drew, Would he go with the head of the table? I always deny that, but we're talking about Papa H now. This dude loves, he loves to go with them good swerves and no one sees. All right. Like you're not gonna hear about the dirt sheets, the rumors, like not even people in the barbershop talk, not even the wrestling communities. He'll just he'll just put it out there for shock value. So maybe, but I'm gonna go with the more popular choice, which is all right, he's gonna at least get somebody, either Drew or Seth. All right. It sucks for Drew if he even get the belt and then you kind of suck.
I know, right? I
Right.
know.
But I don't
But
want to have on my tribal team. Nah, I don't see that. I don't see hashtag forever champ, by the way. One's up.
yeah. I don't know, I mean, that would, like I said, it'd be something, different if he did cash in on Roman. I don't know who's gonna be that guy to beat Roman for the title. So, that's a ways to get though. But yeah, I know it would suck for Drew McIntyre to get all the way to WrestleMania with fans for the title, win the title, and then Damian Priest cash in, whether it be that night or Monday night on Raw. I feel like it'll suck though, but I hope it doesn't be a fail cash in for
No, you
Priest though.
can't fail again. You can't do that.
Yeah, I just hope it don't be that, but because you had a couple of other guys who definitely were failed contracts though, so yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. All right. We got some AEW. We're gonna check some AEW, man. We got AEW
Oh
coming up
yeah,
tomorrow night. How,
man.
how you feel about AEW right now?
Oh man, so be real, bro. I haven't tapped in with AEW because the stories has been weak sauce to me. All right, is either they got one strong story and everything is shit, or it's just the wrestling is strong but the stories is just shit. All
Do
right,
you think? Do you think because WWE's on fire right now,
no,
that's
they
that
ain't
is
got
playing
nothing
a
to do
factor
with it,
also?
bro. Because
Okay.
I think they just got away from the the storytelling. From they got away from the final boss characters. Like I was a big fan, rest in peace to Brody Lee. I was a big fan of Brody Lee, bro. I felt like he
Mhm.
had that head of the table energy. Like, bro, I'm him. I'm about to run this entire place. And I think they got away from it. I think they was going to do something with Kenny when he was the belt collector. Like, they need to get back to those characters of a mission statement, purpose. All right. I'm trying
Yeah.
to dominate. All right. I'm trying to change the game or something like that. And I'm not getting that from anybody. Maybe from Swerve. Maybe from
Mhm.
Swerve because he says I'm trying to be the first black champion. Cool, but I want to see once you get it, what are you gonna do beyond that though? All right, that's a cool goal to have, but I want to see what you're gonna do beyond that with that. Are you gonna level up AEW? Are you gonna put more eyes on the product because you do have that crossover appeal? But everybody else, man, when it comes to like with me, when it
Yeah.
comes to professional wrestling, I'm a storytelling guy. I love storytelling. I love characters. That's how I'm attracted to professional wrestling. AEW
Mm.
lacks that for me, so I'm just not in tune with it, man. Not in
Hey,
tune with it. Plus,
hey, you.
I don't like how they treat the women's division. By the way, too, it's kind of one women's match.
kind of.
Even though they lately, I've seen that now, maybe because of Sasha Banks, or I should say, uh, Mercedes Monet, because she's there. But I should say, like, they have that track history of just disrespecting the women too over there too. So that too.
Okay. Okay. Hey, look here, man. I think with AEW, I think the honeymoon with AEW phase is definitely faded out. Now, the reason why I say maybe because of uh, WWE right now, because they just been mainly in the headlines with them going over to Netflix, signing Jay Cargill, getting multiple guys that who were in AEW or you know just wasn't even used, and they picked them up and start doing with it. But I, I feel like as well at that time when AEW came out in 2019, the fall of 2019,
Yeah.
WWE was doing they were doing the bare minimum in a way, no disrespect to them, but it wasn't all that great. Um, Roman wasn't, the tribal chief at the moment. Seth Rollins wasn't burning it down, Cody Rhodes wasn't even here. So it was a lot of stuff that was very different 4 or 5 years ago in the WWE. And then when AEW came around, it was like the new toy on the block. Everybody was excited. Everybody wanted to see something different. They were actually doing a little bit stuff that WWE was doing in sort of the ruthless aggression era, or whether it was cursing, TV 14, seeing blood, violence, all that other crazy stuff, shit, or whatever you want to say. But they base they T, A and AEW base was never. I feel like the storytelling, even though that's what professional wrestling is. It's storytelling. That's what get you engaged and make you want to tune in the next week and the next week and the next week. But theirs is it's a, I hear it a lot. It's a glorified independent show. With just a bunch of wrestling matches, and no disrespect to independent wrestling. It's a bunch of wonderful independent wrestlers out there. Uh, but I feel like AEW, man, it's a bunch of wrestling and less storytelling. Storytelling. It have been some stories where it just been a hit or miss, like the whole devil story. We thought that was going to
Oh,
turn out a little
man.
different, and
So
that
sad.
yeah, that just went down where it was at. So and you mentioned Swerve, he's like the guy who got the most potential right now in AEW too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Right
yeah.
now, he got the spotlight on him. So that's why I said, hey, once he get the belt, I want to see if he's able to get even more eyes because he does have that crossover appeal. I love the way he does his promos. I love the way he has his entourage. So I want to see what he can do. Could he level up everybody around him, make everybody better? All right, by getting this extra spotlight that's going to be on him if he gets that belt.
Yeah. I hope he do. I hope he do. Swerve is looking to be what, the first black AEW
That's
champion.
right.
Yeah. Also we got Sting's final matchup coming up tomorrow night in AEW. I thought it was a little flashback cool the way he came to the ring at the end of Dynamite last week in the WCW days, where he just came through the the sky or the scaffolding and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. But you gonna be checking out Revolution tomorrow?
I'm gonna check it out the day after. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
the
gonna be in
day.
a rush. I ain't gonna be no rush.
Hey, I
Man,
don't blame you. They
I
pay per
catch
views
the
be
day
long
after.
as hell.
Yeah, usually I use I got the VPN. I paid a discounted price, but I haven't tapped in so long. I'll wait for the day
Yeah,
after.
yeah. Okay. One thing before we get to some predictions, the one thing that has been and I think it's cool, but I feel like lately the no contest or the time limit, the time limits that AEW does,
Yeah,
where it'll go the whole 30-minute draws and shit like that. And I'm like, I see that they necessarily don't do more disqualification matches, but that time limit, and you're having a good matchup, and all of a sudden you're ringing the bell, ding, 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 like, come the fuck on, bro. Like, come on.
that's their version of a DQ for WWE. So,
Yeah, I see. I see, man.
so
I
rather
definitely
have
see.
you rather have the DQ, you rather have the
Yeah,
potato.
yeah, potato. I guess it is, man. Yo, man. Shout out to Kofi Weaston, man. Tuning in on IG. All right, we got like I said, Sting's last matchup in AEW, teaming with Darby Allin, taking on the EVPs, the Young Bucks. How you feel about that match, or who you think gonna win, and how you feel about Sting's last match being a tag team match?
Hey man, salute to Sting. What is he, like 62, 63 years old?
Yeah, I know he's 60 something.
Yes, in his 60s. Just salute, bro, because you had nothing to prove at all, but you're still doing it because you love this. You love this art, bro. So, first of all, I gotta get my ones up for Sting. Still want to entertain the crowd and still putting on banger matches. And he wants to end his career the right way. So salute him to do it the proper way. And then AEW gonna give him that respect for it. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you feel like Sting and Darby gonna take the W?
For you know what? I'm gonna go with the EVPs. I'm gonna be real. I do like the way they change up the character now, change up the music. All right.
Okay.
Now I'm like, all right, now they're changing, they're evolving their character, calling them the EVPs. Now they got the EVP trigger. That's cool. Little change up the verbiage. So I'm
Okay.
digging that a little bit. So since they're got the hot hand, I'm gonna go with the EVPs, the Young Bucks.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 I can more so see that though. And we talk about one thing on commission talk: heels versus faces. Superstars who are better at heels and better at faces. Are you more of a heel guy or a baby face guy?
I'm a big hill guy.
Okay.
Big
Talk
hill.
trash,
Oh
fuck
yeah.
you up, all that.
Yeah. Because a heel
Okay.
got heels like there. It's a little bit more freedom to it. You don't care about what people say. All right,
Mm.
it doesn't matter. All right, you don't need the personal validation. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
I got you. I got you. For me, growing up, I was obviously definitely, the babyface guy. I couldn't stand Triple H, man. Every time he came to the ring and beat up The Rock, man, and or just Triple H in general, he was like the most despised bad guy to me growing up, man. He just left everyone bloody, whether he was in Evolution or whether he had the damn sledgehammer. Man, like yeah, heels. And as I get older and watch wrestling for as many years now, I'm starting to appreciate heels
There you go.
way more though, and understand it though, because definitely growing up, I was definitely oh man, shit, bad
It's
guy always got to
crazy.
win.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. I love heels, but Triple H, bro, I couldn't fuck with dude because, like, yeah, he took it to another. Like, he showed no loyalty at the end.
Mm,
What Lord DX? What Lord Sean? Like, you just turn on everybody. Like, he didn't care. I'm like, where's your code? You like, he seemed like he didn't have a code, so I couldn't get down with him. I'm like, bro, I don't like you. I don't
mm,
like you. I don't care you're back. I just can't get down with you like that at all.
hmm Yeah, I couldn't stand Triple H though. Couldn't get with him though. Who else we got here? Julia Hart, Sky Blue taking on Chris Scotlander and Willow Nightingale. It's a tag team matchup. Um, I think I'm gonna go with Julia and Sky Blue, who definitely been doing all right for themselves in the different character teams as we just mentioned. For themselves though.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with Julia Hart and Sky Blue, especially since Julia Hart is the TBS champion. So you can't have the TBS champion take an L, even if Sky Blue takes the pin. It's still gonna be a bad look, because Julia Hart takes the L. So yeah, I got Julia Hart, Sky Blue. It is decided.
Okay, okay. Shit, I don't even know if I'm about to run down all these matches, man. Like about like 10 matches though. But I know some of like the important ones. Uh we got Eddie Kingston versus Brian Danielson for all the championships. Don't get those guys don't seem like they can stand each other.
Hold on, which championship they going for? Because Eddie got all three. So is it all
Yeah, he
three?
got all three. The Ring of Honor World Championship, the New Japan Strong Championship, and the Continental Classic Championship.
All right. So all three is on the.
Yeah, all three. Yeah, all three is on the line.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Eddie. I'm gonna go with
Okay,
Eddie. Just
Eddie.
yeah. He's still on this momentum run. He's the first Triple Crown winner in AEW. So
Mhm.
basically,
Okay.
yeah. Just looking at it from that perspective, I'm gonna go with Eddie.
Okay, cool, 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 cool. I'm rooting for Eddie though, because every time they get in the ring, man, Daniel Bryanson look like he just don't give a fuck about Eddie Kingston at all, man. Um, Christian Cage, been doing his thing, and the promo he had this week, obviously again, uh, with the whole daddy promo, with Daniel Garcia was crazy. Defending this championship matchup against Daniel Garcia, Christian Cage. You got Christian Cage or Daniel Garcia. How you feel about that one?
Christian Cage all the way, bro. You talking about the Hill doing this thing? Like, holy shit, he putting out addresses out there. Like, man, I'm like, yo, you giving out locations now, bro? Damn. He was like,
Yeah,
your mother's dead. Saying it with his chest. I'm like, shit. I'm like, all right, but he's just doing some
yeah,
phenomenal heel character work.
he is,
Christian is
man.
that, yeah. So I'm
He
gonna give it to
is.
Christian. He's retaining. He's gonna win in heel way. He got a whole family protecting him now.
Yeah, he sure do. He got the mama, the
Yeah,
son,
exactly.
everybody. He
He got
got
a whole
everybody,
family,
bro.
bro.
He just went to go start a whole new family over here. He like shit. That the scene where his actual daughter came in, and I forgot what he said to her. And he told her he said something to her. I was like, damn, Christian is savage though. But yeah,
Oh
great bro.
yeah. He like she walked up to him and he
Yeah.
was like, "No, I'm going somewhere, man." Told her to get down
Yeah,
here.
yeah, that's crazy, crazy, man. Christian is definitely doing his thing. Will Osprey is in AEW now. How you feel about that? And Will Osprey gonna be
I'm gonna be real. That doesn't do anything for my excitement, man. I gotta see what
okay,
you're gonna
okay,
do when it comes to storytelling. All right,
got you.
you. I see you get down in the wrestling ring, but the outside the ring, the stories. Why is these two guys coming together? That's what matters to me. So I wait for
Hey,
that.
hey, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you. So you're not necessarily a New Japan fan, or you watch it, when you can.
No. So my type of speed. So I watch WWE and TNA. And the reason why I
Got
watch
you.
those and NXT as well, because those are
Mm-hmm.
really story-driven wrestling promotions. And those,
Mm,
like I said, I'm a story-driven type of guy. And AEW,
yeah.
they not feeding me that. It's just like, all right, we're gonna have this 5-star match. These two, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, but I ain't gonna remember shit in the end for me.
I feel you.
There's some oohs and ahs in the end, but I'm like, I ain't gonna remember shit in the end, bro. Like, what?
Hey,
Why? I want to know about the story. Like, why are they coming together? Why they hate each other? All right.
mhm. And hey, look at hey, TNA definitely been did a whole 360 lately, man. Especially since Hard to Kill, even Bound for Glory, and man, they got Nick Minif, Dolph Ziggler, however you want to call him.
Yeah.
He's over there. Mustafa Ali, he's the X
Yeah.
Division
X Division
champion.
champion.
He won the title last Friday. Awesome promo that he had this past week. Joe Hendrick ain't his name Joe Hendricks, right?
Joe
I
Henry.
believe. Yeah, Joe Henry. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's my guy. Man, look at what TNA got going on right now, and it's definitely exciting, man. I dig it. I definitely dig it what they got going on.
Yeah,
Um,
because they got some fans. They go off off the rails with their storytelling. Like they killing people, bringing people back to back alive. So, but I can appreciate that. But in the end, it's still storytelling, though.
Yeah, I think that's what lost a couple of people for a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, they did lose me for a little bit. I was like, okay, man, what the hell is
Yeah,
going
yo,
on
they
here,
ain't
though?
killed the
But
bunny. They ain't got what's her name? What's her name? Hardcore country.
Mickey James,
Nick, yeah, they ain't killed her.
they for real, they did.
yeah, bro, they ain't killed her.
Oh, oh
Yeah, they killed
wow.
her. Like, man, what's you trying to remember what year? But they killed her and brought her back. Yeah, man, TNA be wilding, bro.
Yeah, that's something else right there. Like how you kill somebody and bring them back though. Like, oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, man. Look, I appreciate everything with TNA going on. That's why I feel like they right now has become actually the number two promotion out there. You got WWE and obviously AEW, but I think AEW is known. Well, they are on the second level to some fans in a way because their production and you know and their production value and stuff like that. But I feel like with TNA, they definitely got something going on with this new momentum and everything got going on. Also, you mentioned NXT too. How you feel about Sean Spears coming back?
Oh man, that caught me from the left side. I'm like, I hear the dude's voice. I'm like, it sounds familiar, but it wasn't. The dots still wasn't connecting. And then as soon as I saw the silhouette of the dude hitting hitting the chair, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
nah, nah. And then commentary said Sean Spears. I'm like, oh, he's keeping the name too. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, so I think this is a dope move. He's coming back to NXT, and NXT is just firing all cylinders too, man. When it
Mm.
comes to storytelling, when it comes to developing their women's division as well, that is the place to be at too, man. Even being they got vets. So they got the OC back there too as well. So
Yeah.
all this, I'm all excited for. I'm definitely excited for Sean Spears coming back to NXT, man.
Okay. Okay. Did you fall off of NXT a little bit? Did you appreciate
I
the
appreciate
new
2.0 too. 2.0.
2.0? Because
I
because a
love
lot of people,
2.0. People was hating. I'm like,
yeah,
how can y'all hate on
yeah.
this shit? You wouldn't get the black and gold if it wasn't for 2.0 right now. Like this version of black and gold, like because NXT is firing hot cylinders, but 2.0 is what is the transition period. All right, it's the reason why we got there. All right, the
Mhm.
Grayson Wallers, the Carmelos at the time, he was 2.0. He was doing this thing.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of it. The whole storytelling. I've been rocking ever since, man. I heard about it when the network came out, and I think it was 2014, and everything since then. I'm like, all right, cool, man. I rock with this. But then, yeah, when 2.0 came out, the colors, all that, different, I was like, okay, this a little new though, but I still rock with it. Just give me a little time. And then it was a lot of new faces, like you said, Grayson Waller, Braun Breaker, just so many. Even Chase U, everybody. So it was just something different. But I'm digging it. I think the most telling story that's going on in my opinion with NXT is the Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams though. I feel like they're gonna have a big payoff because we haven't seen Trick Williams since
We
he
have.
lost to Ilya Dragunov, and I feel like Carmelo Hayes each week that Trick hasn't been there has been trying to uh, get in this title picture that he really wasn't in, but he's like, man, look here, I don't care where he at. I want the title. Give it to me now because whenever he get back, obviously he gonna want his claim that look here, man, you cost me the NXT championship, so I'm the rightful number one contender. Because I feel like Carmelo Hayes, I love him, man. He's awesome, but he he's making me hate him because he's that jealous best friend. He don't want you to have nothing. He like, dog, I want it all, and even if you get a little bit, yeah, big hating. Like you said earlier, he's a hater.
Yeah. That's all it was, man. You like once Carmelo said it all out there, he was like, I was fine just stringing you along, just you being your number two role. Like you was cool, but then you had to step out of line. I'm like, oh, see, that's all it was. It's all it was. But I think NXT has found their groove, especially because right now they got the most popular story, which is the Trick and Carmelo, because it has the most emotion tied to it. They put so much thought to it as well, man. So and it's a good old school of the Shawn Michaels story as well. So it pulls out
Yes, it
that
is.
element as well. So yeah, man, I'm definitely
Yes.
feeling the Trick Williams and Carmelo, and I can't wait till it comes to fruition at what is Stand and Deliver maybe.
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a stand and deliver though.
Yeah.
It like how you say, it reminds me of that 2002 storyline with Shawn Michaels and Triple H, where Shawn had just came back and Triple H turned on him and shit like
I'm
that.
gonna find
So
him, Sean. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
oh man, that's cool. That's cool. Before we move on, you mentioned Sean Spears coming back with his names. How you feel about all of these guys coming back, or at least coming over from AEW and sort of keeping a persona? We had Jade Cargill, which we don't know too much what she's gonna do at WrestleMania, and
Yeah,
obviously Cody Rhodes came over, kept the song and everything. And the only one I said,
everything the same.
the only one I believe that didn't, well, he didn't is Brian Pillman. Junior. So now you go by Alexis King. So yeah, how you feel about that right there?
Man, I think these are good and smart moves because in a way, I think AEW got exposed too. There's a ceiling as when it comes to star power. All right. Like, yeah, there's there's freedom, no structure in AEW, but there is a limit when it comes to your personal brand or your personal star power on how many doors they can possibly open for you if you're trying to step into that entertainment business, which WWE already excel at. So you already see Jade saw that and she jumped the ship, and with limited in ring, she's already getting all this exposure already, bro. So
Mhm.
you see the the holes that AEW compares to WWE because of that, of the many doors that they open, or they put a more attention to the brand too, the character development. I can appreciate that.
Okay, okay. What you think she's gonna be doing at WrestleMania this year?
I don't know, man.
Everybody
That,
wants to see her and
maybe
I
her
mean
and
Bianca.
Bianca, yeah,
Yeah,
or maybe they tag team. I don't know, bro. It is totally in the air right now, and we got about what, a little less than a month, maybe a little
yeah.
outside than a month. Yeah, just outside a month, but I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. We got
Hey,
that little tease at the Royal Rumble, like the little face off, and I was excited. I was like, "Oh, they about to touch gloves," and they was like, "Nope, we got that
yeah.
tease."
And then on SmackDown last night, who was it? Nick Aldris pulled her to a side after she ran into Bailey, no, no, ran into Damage Control. So I don't know what was that about. Maybe they have something to do. My thing, I was wondering also with Bianca, her plans. They didn't really touch on that as well because Bianca each year she was in the championship match, whether she won the Royal
Right.
Rumble or whatnot. She was had a big matchup, and this year it's kind of like what is she gonna do? So hearing she may take on Tiffany Stratton, I'm not quite too sure. So we'll see what's going on. We'll see. Uh but yeah, you definitely excited for WrestleMania though. Anything else
Oh
you
hell yeah, man! I'm excited. Like to your point for Bianca Belair, man. This is some new waters for her, bro. This is with the last three WrestleMania, she's been the championship picture. So this is something new territory for her. So I'm interested to see what type of match they're gonna suit for. Maybe like Tiffany Stratton, because yeah, you see that she's ready, or maybe we get that star making match. They want the draw, maybe Jade Cargill, man. But I'm excited for all elements, all the stories to play out, especially my head of the table, Tribal Chief,
okay.
pains and breaks everybody's heart. Cody has to finish the story. Wait. The chaos is gonna happen. I'm ready for the chaos. Keyboard
So
Warriors unite.
I'm gonna ask you then, because I asked a couple of people, what you think will be next then for Cody Rhodes? Then, if he doesn't finish this story and he comes up short to the Tribal Chief once again at WrestleMania, what does he do? What does he do
And he starts all over. He starts the process all
then?
over. Rebuild, move on, and you start the process all over. What's crazy is I did a little fantasy booking. I was like, maybe you can hold off to another WrestleMania and let him get back to back to back Rumbles, the first time ever. Like somebody wins 3 Rumbles in a row ever. Like, and he'll be the
Oh,
second
really?
person to win 3 Royal Rumbles, second to Stone Cold, but he'll be the first person to win 3 Royal Rumbles in a row, though. Because there's been
Damn.
multiple people to win 2 in a row, but he'll be the
Yeah,
first to do 3. So, and then
yeah.
maybe he needs that. That's the cash, that's the price. If you want to
And
take
so,
that type of, if you want to take the title, if you want to be the face of the company, that's the price. Then you got to pay, Cody.
hey man, hey look, I think it's a little overkill if he win it 3 years in a row. But I mean, who else would they have to actually do it? Then probably Cody Rhodes.
If it can work if he starts number 1, because before he was like
Yeah.
15, I think.
The first, well,
The first was 20.
last year he was 30. This
Yeah,
year he was 15,
15.
14, something like that.
Yeah, 1.
Okay. I dig it. I dig it, man. Let's see where it goes at WrestleMania, though. I don't know. I'm back and forth with it. I didn't see him winning last year, and now with all the things stacked up against him, we just gonna have to wait till I guess night one to see whether Cody Seth wins and are they barred from ringside or is it just Bloodline rules? Because if it's still Bloodline rules, Cody could still have the potential to win with Roman Reigns. I mean, with The Rock possibly costing Roman Reigns the matchup. But it's this theory that he's going to hold the title all the way till what I think the summer to beat Hogan's record. So hey, we'll see, man, we'll see. Hey, look here, man. I appreciate you for coming through here on the show. One last prediction though, definitely for uh AEW, the World Championship. You see Swerve Strickland winning it over Samoa Joe and Hangman Adam Page.
You know what the heart wants, and I'm gonna pull it for Swerve. I'm gonna go for Swerve.
Okay.
my head is thinking like Samoa Joe's going to retain, but the heart wants what the heart wants, and I'm gonna go with my heart. I'm going for Swerve. Good luck to Swerves. It is decided. All right, can't go back on it
Okay. Okay. Hey, look at I'm with it though. For some reason, the way they're going right now, they didn't give it to him. They didn't have him win the Continental Classic and stuff like that. So AEW sometimes or often than not fumbles the bag though. But hey, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow night, AEW Revolution or whenever you catch it. Like I said, man, you're the host of the Bloodline Network, man. You be doing your thing, putting out multiple awesome content. Tell the people about it when they can catch it, man, because I definitely be following you. I love the reactions, man. The one at I think you and Courtney did at Survivor Series when CM Punk came back, man. How was
now.
your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Because everybody was fucking
uh,
shocked. I couldn't believe it. Now, when he came
so
back, let's never say never after that.
so we was both shocked, but we was both like, oh man, do he really need to be back right now? All right. Because
Mhm.
we was like, we don't really need him back in pro wrestling. All right. So that's how we felt about the CM Punk debut for Survivor Series. Like, yeah, it was shocking. But to me, I was like, damn, I don't want him back. But it is what it is. All right, he's there. He's on his best behavior so far. So we'll see. So we'll see though, man. But yeah, man. But the Bloodline Entertainment Network, man, we're just a variety network. What we do over here, we do pro wrestling, we do gaming, we got sports. And why by sports, we do like watch alongs for football, and we talk about NASCAR weekly shows
Okay.
that's hosted by my bloodline sister, Courtney, the Wonder Woman. She does a weekly live show Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, breaks down NASCAR, Daytona, Indy, MotoGP, which is motorcycles. So yeah, she really gets in, really shows the encyclopedia brain of NASCAR. And then yeah, we got some awesome get off your chest. We got a podcast of mental health. We got the first season 2 over there on Spotify, or you go on our website too. But all of that content, all the watch along trailer reactions, the bloodlineent.com right there for your pleasure.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Definitely. Shout out to Courtney, man. This is awesome.
Yeah.
She definitely support the crew and definitely a supporter of the show. Once again, Devin, man, this was awesome. A long time, coming and having you on. Like I said, we in the middle of WrestleMania season. Can't wait to have you on again and chat more, following WrestleMania and everything about it, man. For real. This has been great. And can't wait to come on your show and chat wrestling as well. This has been great, you guys. The link will be down below here on Facebook, Instagram, all the 1130 podcast social media pages. Make sure you go subscribe to the Bloodline Network, man. I'm going to definitely put the link down below. Once again, this has been fun. It's been awesome. I appreciate you, my guy. Yo, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to wrap up the show. Don't move. You're listening and you're watching to the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. You did. Appreciate it, my guy.
Take my breath away and make it last forever, babe. Do it now or never, babe. We don't need permission to dance.
Introducing video podcasts on Spotify
Transform your storytelling into a show everyone can watch
or listen to.
Easily upload your video through Anchor, Spotify's free podcast creation tool.
So whether you're showing off a new recipe
Interviewing an exclusive guest,
or uncovering the next mystery,
you can now reach a whole new audience with Spotify.
podcasting just became more than audio.
Create with Anchor, watch on Spotify.
Yo, 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 man. Been a great show here on the 1130 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. Yes, man. New day, new time, man. Saturdays, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central. So make sure you tune in here on YouTube and the 1130 podcast social media channels to hear you guys, man, to hear me and, excuse me, my wonderful guests, man, such as my guy Devin, who was on this week. to talk some pro wrestling. Wednesdays, 5 p.m., the commission talk with the guys. And also, this coming Wednesday is the return of the 11:30 podcast show. Yes, man. So definitely tap in. We're on the road to 200 episodes in the season finale of Beyond 11:30. I appreciate Brian, Harley, and Chanel for being a part of this season of Beyond 11:30. So wonderful content, wonderful things to come. Like I said, go subscribe to the Bloodline Network, man. The link will be down below right after this live, man. For real. My son in the background, I think he's calling on me. Got to go get to him. But other than that, you guys, I ain't gonna hold you. This has been wonderful. For myself, Dre, aka Dre on Wells, and my guy Devin. Stay blessed, stay safe. Give all the glory to God. Won't He do it? Yo, until next time, I'm out.